morning. Let's begin with a story. Not about a hero, but about a gardener. Imagine a gardener who has spent years tending a beautiful, vibrant plot of land. One day, a group arrives at the edge of his garden. They are loud, flashy, dressed in the garb of critics and connoisseurs. They begin to shout opinions. That rose is the wrong red. This layout is all wrong. You're doing it backwards. They demand he explain his choices, defend his aesthetics, justify his very love for the soil. The gardener looks up. For a moment, he considers it. He could lay down his tools, walk to the fence, and engage. He could argue about cultivar, about color theory, about the philosophy of beauty. He could exhaust himself in a debate where the goalposts are on wheels, and the judges are also the opposing team. But he simply nods, a small, unreadable gesture. And then he turns back to his roses. He gently presses his trowel into the earth. He feels the sun on his neck. He breathes in the scent of damp soil and lavender. The critics' voices become part of the background noise, alongside the distant traffic and the wind. He is not ignoring them out of weakness. He is disengaging from them out of profound strength. He is choosing his garden over their game. This, my friends, is the essence of beating a group of narcissists without lifting a finger. It is not a battle of force, but a campaign of profound strategic sovereignty. They are the would-be directors of a play they've written for you. Your victory lies in walking off their stage and into your own life. First, we must understand the battlefield. A narcissist and a group of them creates a powerful, self-reinforcing echo chamber operates from a core of profound emptiness. They are like emotional black holes. They cannot generate their own stable sense of worth, warmth, or validation, so they must suck it from the external world. Your attention, positive or negative, is their sustenance. Your anger, your tears, your frustration, your desperate explanations, your defensiveness, these are all forms of narcissistic supply. It's all energy. To them, negative supply is still supply. A screaming argument is a banquet. Silent, fuming resentment is a three-course meal. A group amplifies this. They form a toxic ecosystem. They triangulate, gossip, and create a shared narrative where they are the blameless heroes, the misunderstood geniuses, or the righteous victims. Anyone outside their bubble is a source of supply to be collectively mined or a threat to be collectively dismantled. They feed off each other's drama, creating a storm of entitlement and blame. So how do you win? You don't storm the castle. You render it irrelevant. You don't fight the storm. You become the calm, immovable landscape it passes over. This requires not the lifting of a finger, but the fortification of the mind and spirit. It is a martial art of the psyche, where your stillness defeats their frenzy. Your first pillar of victory, strategic disengagement, the withdrawal of fuel. Your most potent weapon is your own emotional and attentional output. You must become a master of energy conservation. Become a gray rock. This is your primary stance. When interacting, be boring, uninteresting, and emotionally non-reactive. You are a smooth gray stone by a path. Give minimal, factual responses. I see. That's one way to look at it. Okay, I'll note that. Share no personal information, no vulnerabilities, no dreams, no fears. Offer no hooks for drama. Your monotone voice and placid demeanor are a force field. In a group setting, when the dramatic story is being told to bait you, simply nod and change the subject to something utterly banal. That reminds me, does anyone know if it's going to rain tomorrow? You are not being rude. You are being a desert in which their drama finds. Master the art of the non-defensive. They live for your defense. It's proof they've hit a nerve. They will accuse, blame, and rewrite history. Your power move. Do not defend, explain, or justify yourself to those who are not operating in good faith. A simple, I have a different perspective, or I'm comfortable with my decision, said calmly, ends the supply line. If they press, you repeat like a broken record. As I said, I'm comfortable with my decision. The goal is to win the argument. The argument is the trap, but to exit the conversation with your energy intact. Embrace silence as a sovereign tool. Silence is terrifying to them. It is a void they must fill with their own noise, which often exposes their emptiness. In a meeting, in a conversation, after a provocative statement, just be quiet. Hold their gaze softly if you look at all and say nothing. Let the silence hang. They will often spiral, double down, or reveal more than they intended, simply to escape the discomfort of your quiet. Your silence is not passive. It is an active, powerful refusal to play. Your second pillar of victory, fortress of self, the inner citadel. While you are disengaging externally, you are building monumentally internally. This is where the real victory is forged. Define yourself unshakably. They will try to define you. To the group, you will become the difficult one, the sensitive one, the problem. Your fortress is built on your private, unassailable knowledge of who you are. Write it down. Know your values, your integrity, your kindness, your strengths. Their narrative is a cartoon pinned to your fortress wall. It is not the stone of the wall itself. When you know your own truth, their attempts to distort it become like graffiti on a distant, unimportant outbuilding. Redirect your energy, spectacularly. This is the active core of not lifting a finger against them. You are lifting your entire being towards your own life. Every ounce of energy you would have wasted on managing their chaos, analyzing their motives, or recovering from their attacks, redirect it. Pour it into your physical health. Train for that 5K, learn to cook exquisite meals. Pour it into your mind. Take that course, read those books, master a new skill. Pour it into your creativity. Paint, write, build, compose. Pour it into your true connections. Nurture the friendships that are reciprocal and joyful. Your life becomes your masterpiece. Their drama becomes a tacky reality show you no longer watch. Cultivate objective observation, the anthropologist's mind. Detach and observe them as a scientist would a curious, flawed species. Watch the predictable patterns, the love bombing of new members, the scapegoating, the grandiose claims, the victim playing. See the insecurity masquerading as arrogance. This clinical perspective drains the emotional horror out of their behavior and turns it into a case study. It protects you because you stop taking it personally. You see the sickness, not the targeted attack. You think, there is the triangulation pattern, rather than, why are they doing this to me? Your third pillar of victory, mastering the social terrain. In a group, the dynamics are complex. You must navigate the ecosystem, not just the individuals. Avoid triangulation. Refuse to be pulled into he said, she said. If a group member comes to you with gossip about another, shut it down gently but firmly. I prefer not to discuss others when they're not present. This removes you from the gossip chain and denies them a tool to create conflict. Do not seek justice or vindication from the group. This is a critical trap. The group's validation is part of the reward mechanism. Going to the group to expose the narcissist will almost always backfire. You will be painted as the disruptive one, the one who can't let things go. Your vindication is not in their collective judgment, but in your own peace and success outside their sphere. Identify and gently distance from flying monkeys. These are the group members, often well-meaning, but enmeshed, who do the narcissist's bidding. They will come to you saying, you should really make peace, or they didn't mean it that way. They are agents of the toxic system. Your response: thank you for your concern, but I'll handle it my way. Then gradually apply gray rock to them too. They are extensions of the drama, the unseen victory, what winning looks like. Winning does not look like their apology. It does not look like their downfall or their public humiliation. Those are fantasies that keep you hooked. Winning, your liberation. It looks like a quiet Tuesday morning where you realize you haven't thought about them in weeks. It feels like the deep, uninterrupted sleep of someone no longer waiting for the other shoe to drop. It sounds like your own genuine laughter with true friends, laughter that is not tinged with bitterness or gossip about them. You win when their attempts to provoke you become like a child's tantrum in a soundproof room. You know it's happening, but it doesn't disrupt your peace. You win when you read a message from them and feel nothing. No spike of adrenaline, no dread, just a mild curiosity or indifference before you delete it and return to your fascinating, fulfilling life. You have starved the beast by refusing to feed it. You have left their stage dark and empty, while the theater of your own life is sold out, vibrant, and playing a story written by you, directed by you, starring you at your best. In the end, the group of narcissists is left in a hall of mirrors, applauding each other's reflections, wondering why the audience has left. And you, the gardener, are outside under the wide, open sky, your hands in the rich soil of your own creation, surrounded by blossoms that grow from your own care, watered by your own joy. You have not beaten them with force. You have outlived them in spirit. You have not lifted a finger in their war. You have used both hands to build your own kingdom. And that, my friends, is the only victory that truly matters, and the only one that lasts.